Anglers worldwide, my name is Jabroni Joe, so you already know I am back with another show. And in today's video, it is a hot Friday night in August, beginning of August, and my wife just finished her first week back to school for the school year. So we're going to celebrate the end of the week, celebrate a Friday night with a night of camping. We are out at Lake Thunderbird down by Norman, Oklahoma area. I have stayed here. It's been a long time since I've camped here, and it's been at least 4 or 5 years since I fished here. So I am definitely excited to hang out for a night, have some good camp food, hang out with my wife, and hopefully get on some good fish. We just got here and picked out our camp spot, so we have to set up our campsite, you know, get our tent and everything going. So I will check in with you guys here in a few after we get everything set up. Let's get to it, guys. Alrighty, anglers, so we have camp all set up now. The water levels at Lake Thunderbird are really low right now, so we have a lot of exposed beach to work with. So we decided to set our tent up down here on the sandy beaches where water normally flows up. I think the water level goes all the way up to that tree line, obviously. So we're gonna set up down here for tonight. We already have everything all put together. I actually found some rocks that I turned into a fire ring for us to start a fire down here to make dinner with. Let me show you guys that real quick. There it is, guys, a simple fire ring. I put some dry leaves in there and some bark. I'm also gonna put some charcoal briquettes on there so I can make sure that it gets hot enough for us to cook, because I did not find a whole lot of firewood. I found really just enough to get a good fire going. So there we have it, anglers. We are just now kind of getting settled in. I've cracked my first or second beer, and yeah, we're just gonna relax for a little bit. I'm gonna get some food started soon, and I'm gonna launch the kayak out on the water and try to get out there and get on some fish before it gets too dark. So yeah, we will get to all of that here pretty soon, guys. The lake looks absolutely stunning right now. I will say this is definitely a boating lake. I see a lot of sea-doos, couple yachts, sailboats. This is definitely more of a lake for boaters, I think, than it is for fishermen. But we can still get on some fish in here for sure. All right, guys, wife is hungry, so we're gonna get this fire started. Cool. Alrighty, anglers, fire should be just hot enough now for us to get started on our dinner. I brought a wok. Go ahead and get this sucker hot. We're having campfire Philly cheesesteaks tonight with some chips, and we're just gonna relax and enjoy those. Let me let this heat up. We'll get started on it in just a second. Okay, anglers, this is what we're working with tonight. A couple of buns, hoagie buns, provolone cheese. This is about a 1 pound ribeye steak that I just cubed up into little pieces. We've got the onions and the green bell peppers. I meant to use some mushrooms in there too, but I completely forgot. I also forgot my standard salt and pepper, but I do have seasoned salt on me. So we got some seasoned salt, Worcestershire, which is a necessity for Philly cheesesteaks. And then this is just vegetable oil to brown everything in, and then some chips to go along with it. So we're gonna get started on cooking right now. All right, fire going in the background, and our cheesesteaks should be done. And this is going to be tricky without like a spatula, but oh yeah, look at that. Cheese on the underside of that. Top it back off. There we go. That is juicy. Okay guys, these things are huge and messy, so here's our first bite of the Campfire Philly cheesesteak. Guys, it's definitely not the best Philly cheesesteak that I have ever made, but it is definitely really good after, you know, spending the past couple of hours setting up a campsite, putting together a fire, looking for firewood and everything for it. It is a meal that is definitely very well earned. So I am definitely enjoying this. Alrighty anglers, we are about to get the kayak on the water to try and get on some fish before it gets too dark. A couple things I want to go over real quick. One, I am going to be wearing a life jacket for this adventure. I know I don't wear a life jacket on pretty much all of my kayak videos, and I don't set the best example for young anglers. The thing is I fish a lot of ponds where I'm very comfortable and I don't really need it that bad. But fishing out on a big lake like this with other boaters, sea-doo people, I mean, this place is like Waterworld out here, so having a life jacket is definitely a good idea anytime you're on any large body of water. On a side note, everybody, I just found this today. I'm a huge fan of Payday candy bars, and I just found out they now have a chocolate-covered Payday, which is something I have been clamoring for years, so I can't wait to give this a try and see if it's any good. Oh my gosh, guys, this is everything that I dreamed it would be and more. Oh, a great dessert to follow up that Philly cheesesteak. All right, guys, we're gonna take this kayak, wade it out there and get in it and get on some fishing. Hopefully we get on something. Let's get right to it.
Later that same evening.
Alrighty anglers, I'm not sure how well you can see me right now. I got a flashlight shined on me, but we stayed out on the water until past when the sun went down. Did not catch anything. The only thing of note that really happened is, you know, some guy in a big boat came jetting by really fast, caused a bunch of side waves that almost knocked me over. I will show you guys that real quick. Yeah. Other than that, there was no excitement really for tonight. I made it back. The wife and I have hung out for a little bit. Now we are about to just watch a little TV and hang out in the tent for the evening. And we're going to catch some shut-eye. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll get up and do a little bit more fishing before we have to take off. You guys have a good night. We will see you in a few seconds. Alrighty. Good morning, anglers. It is a little bit after 7 a.m. and we slept pretty decently, even though we had some neighbors show up and set up a campsite right next to ours. And they were, I wouldn't say right next to ours, but they were close enough that their partying kind of made it a little hard for us to fall asleep. But it's a party lake, it's a boating lake, we kind of expected that. Other than that, the temperatures got down low enough last night that we stayed pretty comfortable and we slept pretty decently, and I'm hoping that that's a sign that fall is on the way. I have already gotten out on the kayak this morning, but I did not catch any fish, which I kind of expected since I haven't been to this lake in a few years and I don't really know the lay of the land. I also didn't have a whole lot of time to fish, to be honest, because we have to get out of here a little bit early this morning. For those who do not know, my son, who you've seen in previous videos, is from a previous relationship, so he lives with basically a blended family. So he just spent the last couple of days with his mom, and now it is my wife and I's turn to have him for the next few days before he goes back to her, and then he starts school next week as well. So that's what we're doing. We have to get out of here so that we can go pick him up so that his mom can get to work. And yeah, before we go, I'm gonna make a little camp breakfast for us though. I'm gonna make some camping donuts that I saw from the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. Shout out to Luke for that recipe. They look super simple and I can't wait to give them a try, so let's get it. Okay, let's see. We got the fire going again. I'm letting that heat up. Oil. Gotta have oil to fry stuff in. Alright, these are just Grand's honey butter flaky biscuits. Kind of working it into a ring, and boop. You gotta be quick. They like to stick to the bottom, and if they do that, you need to pull it off the bottom before it sticks. And then taking other ones and just ripping them up into donut holes. And once this oil is hot over the fire, it does not take long for these to cook.
The rings are ready to cook.
Look at that, guys. That's a cool looking donut. All right, there's the donuts after they come out, and then I just put a bunch of them in this powdered sugar here, and we're gonna pull them out and see what they look like in the powdered sugar. God, those look good, guys. Look at that. Little crispy donut holes. Oh, it's good. Alrighty, anglers, we do not have a whole lot of time left before we need to get out of here, so we're gonna enjoy our breakfast and try to get the tent and everything packed up, and I will catch you guys in the outro. Cheers. Oh man, that's good. Well, alrighty, Joe Bros. That is going to wrap up all of our camping adventures today. Real quick, before we leave, I'm going to show you guys a couple of fish catches from the last couple of weeks that I caught on video that I couldn't make full videos out of, so because I don't want to leave you guys hanging without any fish catches in today's video. So here are those right now. Fish on. Come on, baby. There we go. First fish of the morning. Oh, that's a nice fish on a jig. Yeah. Whew, that's a chunker. He's probably a solid 2. Stuck him real good with that jig right in the corner meat. Beautiful. God, it's a beautiful fish. Look at that belly. Wow, awesome fish. Let's get him back to the water. Oh, fish on. Man, that feels like a good fish. Come here, baby. Come here, mama. Yeah. There we go, guys. Oh man, that's a chunky fish on the jig. Whew. Look at that. Deep. Right there. Oh, I didn't have my drag set the best, but thank goodness I stuck her real good. Oh, come on, get out of there. Ah, there we go. Oh man, that is a fat fish. Guys, look at that. That fat summer belly. Whew. Beautiful fish. Alright, we better get this fish back in the water now though. Oh. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed those fish catches. I hope you guys enjoyed today's camping action and the camping food. I really want you guys to smash that like button, body slam a comment into that comment section. Let me know what you thought of today's action, and we will catch you guys in the next video. Remember, if it ain't Joe, it's gotta go. Angler out.